All right. Yeah, not gonna take a whole lot of your time, dude. But so I just wanted to get an idea of what you have going on, just all content wise. Just give me a quick rundown, like pertaining to time and commitment. What's that job? Now, is that remote or if you don't mind me asking, like, what do they pay for that? What do you get? It's just an hour. So like, I have a question about this stuff. Is I noticed this with like all the content guys, you know what I mean, especially younger ones. Like, I just don't understand what the end goal is with a lot of that stuff. Like, there's 30 people shooting the same fucking pit game. I mean, what I'm saying, like, why not just? This is not only for you, but in general. Like, I pay you an hour, so like, why even fuck with that? Why not just work for us like 6 hours a week, and I'll pay you an hour? You know, like I don't. It seems like a lot of. I think it's because you guys are young and it's like a social media thing. But like, I think kids care. Like, oh, well, it's a pit game, but nobody gives a fuck, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is a pit game, but no one's gonna. You're shooting the same pictures that the guy 10 feet away from you is taking. Like, I just don't understand the end goal. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's always a weird thing to me. But in general, I guess like, cause that's what I would need, man. I need the used these other guys. Like I need people who are gonna say, okay, like we want to dig in and basically be a partner as to content creation, right? Because and not just like shooting basketball shit, um, any and all things, So, but the problem is for me, which I'm trying to learn as I go, like I can't figure out why I can't get people. Again, it's like why shoot the pit game, dude? Nothing's coming from that. You're just shooting like a pit game. You know what I mean? Nobody gives a fuck about the pictures. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna like there's a million people shooting those pictures, not to mention people who could just use their phone and do it. I don't know. So I'm just like, why not build something? Why not dig your feet in the ground, come up with creative shit with a team of people and create something that people could care about? Because if you put a video together and create a piece of content that, is not pit players or something that has no brand to anyone, but you create a piece of content that does well, you know what I mean, that people identify with, like then you have something, you know what I mean, you can roll with it. But like the same pictures of professional athletes and shit, like that's not gonna do anything for you as a content creator. But again, I don't know what your goal is, and if it was, hey man, I just wanna, make some money and get paid for it. Like fuck dollars an hour, we could pay you a lot more than that. So can other people. We're gonna pay you way more than that. So that's where I'm at with it. So I'm trying to find guys who are like, okay, yeah, I could get on board with this and do something consistent. And I do have the motivation to like create things, create a brand, create a company, an operation, rather than, you know, go shoot a Bethel Park game or a pit game. That's what I'm looking for. I don't know. Tell me, give me some feedback. Like how to spitting all that out to you. How do you feel? Because you think I'm just asking, walk me through it. Like so shooting, a professional team or whatever. Like what's the like, because it's just fun, or you think it's gonna make you the most money or it gives you the most opportunity? Like how do you view that? What does that look like? Like if you work, like what's an ideal, I don't know. What's an ideal like position for the you know what I mean? Like 20 guys out there just shooting. Wouldn't it just be the same? This is what I don't understand. Like it seems like it'd be the same cycle. Like they're just gonna find the next 19-year-old who's willing to do it for $10 an hour, aren't they? Like, time though, even full time. Like what is the full? What's the difference in the position? The lowest bidder, or does it not work? I don't know. I don't. Like and here's the way I view this. Like again, I could be wrong. This is my assumption, but something like pictures and video, even editing and putting it up, anybody can do it. Like it's really not that complicated. It's not even that hard. You can do it with a phone and it would look good. What is complicated, what is different is the marketing behind it. That's what makes it. So like what makes the Pirates social media better than somebody else's is just going to be the brain power of making the clips and what they write on it. Like, the fucking picture is just a picture. Anyone can take that picture. So I think it seems like that's gonna be. I heard some other guy talking about like think what's a like the most successful photographer. What are they really doing that's different than an 18-year-old who has a really nice camera and knows good angles and shit. Like, what are they really doing different? There's no difference. It's fucking luck, man. Like, some people just have relationships and get opportunities to get the job to be the head guy at the Mets. He's not doing anything different than just as capable. You understand what I mean? To me, it just seems like fairy tale shit that I think young kids run with. You know what I mean? It's just like nothing's coming from this dude. You're not gonna get. And I'm not saying this to you. In his perspective, I think people just think that, and that's why like I see all these young people going out of their way, showing up for free. It's not gonna work. Nothing in life works that way. Nothing. You know what I mean? Like now, you again, if you create, and this is what I don't see with guys. Like I'm looking at social media pages, I don't see content creators like yourself who have hundreds of thousands of followers and get millions of followers and have brand deals. Like those people, they're different. They're different. They have value in what they are doing. Not that there's not value in the other thing, but they're coming with something. So someone might go to, dude, look, this is real. Like, you know who Connor Spratt is? Um, I mean, the dude has a huge following. He doesn't even have a professional camera. He's more likely to get a position at the fucking Pirates or somebody than anybody else. He has a real thing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. The whole thing just seems like kids just show up, or I'll go shoot the Steelers game for free and take these pictures. Like, bro, nothing's coming from that. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna enjoy it, but you're not gonna have any success from that. You know what I mean? So success would be if you're able to build something. What Connor Spratt has built, okay, now you got something. That's my thing. So I'm trying to find guys who want to build something. And that something is like just, hey, we're all on the same page. We are partnered up. You know, any revenue or business that would come in is partnered up, and we are creating shit. We're not just taking pictures. Like I had a guy yesterday say, hey man, we can do this, that, and the third. That'd be really cool, but like it's not gonna do anything. It's cool, it looks good, but you're not fucking creating anything. That's where I'm at, dude. I'm trying to find guys who are like, yeah man, you're right, I don't want to do this shit. You know, I want to create something. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just trying to get an idea of who may be in that alignment. So, and it comes down to time. So that's the thing. It's like, you know, I'm looking for people to do things like, oh, I can't. I'm tied up. I'm going here. I'm like, I can't. I'm tied up. I'm going here. You know, like they're not even gonna hire you next year. Like it's not you're not doing anything. You know what I mean? So, and I mean, and how do you feel about like that concept? Do you think you again? It is what it is. Everyone's different, but like, do you think you would want to dedicate time to trying to build an operation or not really? What do they want to do with the sports? Do you know? Like, yeah, that's cool. Like that stuff, that's building something. You know what I mean? Shooting pit stuff is not building anything. Like, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with it, especially if people are paying you and it's giving you good money, but nothing's coming from it. Like, it's gonna run out. Yeah, like building podcasts and shows like that. That's building something. That's something that's real. You know, so that's cool. Yeah, yeah. Just needed to have this back and forth with you. Like I said, I need to try to find like people who are interested in it, and then from there we could try to say, okay, like what is your time availability, and can we work with that type of thing.